want to stream the rest of this right now. Come on. It says I'm live. I see a thing. I don't see a thing on my... There it is. Okay. Can I hear it? Let's see if I hear it.
I see a thing.
Okay, I hear that. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I have no clue what the hell happened. Because, like, for some reason, OBS, like, the game footage froze. What a perfect thing to come back to. The game footage froze. Out of nowhere. Did I just survive that? Like, without getting touched? Oh, yeah, and I guess it only happens when you do the cutscene part of it, huh? Well, regardless, things kind of got a little fucky-wucky. It's okay, we're here now. So, I did not want this to be a two-parter. And I don't think I had a choice. I think the game decided to say, because of how cool it is to do it that way, I think we're stuck doing it that way, so here we are. This is technically part 2 of the Splatterhouse stream, which is by default the same stream in the same damn day. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. I just want to go do something else, like in the background, slightly ever so, and then that happens. That's a bad sign. Because what if there's like a shitty cutscene in these future games that start playing, I can't skip them. And I'm forced to watch them. Then what? I can't do anything? I'm stuck watching them? Because that would suck. Just saying. Whatever. We're here now. That's all that matters. We're getting close to beating the game. We're not that far from it. So all I have to do now is just beat this chapter and we'll be on to chapter 12 and be good to go. I might even do a little bit of arena stuff too. I'm at it. Maybe. Just because I got all that time to do so. You know, I should be doing other things, actually. I mean, I'll get to them when I get to them. I think I just sent him flying. There, he's dead. Unfortunately, we have to fight that Mimic Rick boss again. 2 of them at once, actually. That's one thing to stand in our way. Funny enough, I believe he... Yeah, he drops the chain. I could say, I could have sworn he runs with it, but no, he drops it. This part's a little irritating. Just watch where the rocks are about to land and then just avoid that. Don't, like, react to where the holes are at. Just react to, where the rocks are falling. I don't think this wastes your berserk, though. Hell, you might even get, like, a full one from it. Maybe not. Never mind, I guess it does. How many things have I been wrong about today? Seemingly everything. Open. Okay, is it just me or is it way too fucking bright now? I think it's way too bright. That looks fine. Ish. Looks better. That's a way of calling it a thing. Porting out, that's weird. Alright, time for the Dante's Inferno section with the, you know, falling down the thing type shit. As soon as you get Necro, any of it, just kill these guys. I would say build up for Berserk, but that can happen. And now I gotta run around the room and hope I don't fucking get hit one more time and die. God, motherfucker! They knew what they were doing. Those bastard devs knew exactly what they were doing for that. Because essentially what they fucking decided to do was to say, you know what? We're going to get rid of your entire Berserk, and then you have to fight these guys without it. So good luck on that. Yeah, I got to keep an eye on my OBS to make sure it doesn't fuck up anymore. Oh my god, hurry up. Like, we're so close to getting done. Hurry the fudge up. Alright, so at least we start back here. And maybe if I'm smart, if I'd have the stuff for it, I've upgraded Mask fully. God damn it. Well, okay. Upgrade health. There was one thing I wanted to get, wasn't there? Well, that. That's one thing I wanted. That would also probably help, too. There we go. Full health, full necro bar, everything. So, yeah, these guys are just pain in my ass. I have to dodge roll every fucking attack of theirs. Pay attention to them. Because they will hit you. See, the annoying thing is, like, I'm fucking trying to charge my attack, but it won't. Ah, damn. And now people know for a damn fact I am definitely playing on brutal mode, because this is... I mean, this can happen normally anyway. This is a thing that can just happen on normal. I'm pretty sure. You can just get insta-killed on normal, too, but... Now we know for a fact that this is for sure definitely brutal. No doubt. I'll get through it. Don't worry. Just give me some time. I'm pretty sure that our upgrades stay. I mean... We'll see how much blood I have left, and if I have none... Yeah, it saves your upgrades. Okay, cool. I was certain that it did, but I wasn't 100% certain. Alright, I have an idea. It's not perfect, but it might work. Might just start doing this from now on, actually, now I think about it. That was smart. I quite like that idea. That was a smart idea. Hang on. I gotta check something. We're still live. Is it? No, it's fine. Okay. It just looked off. That the frame rate is kind of wrong. Okay. Let him do his thing. I'm going to save some necro just in case. We're going to just punch this guy the old-fashioned way. I don't feel like it's a good idea just to waste anything on him just yet. Because there are going to be more mini-bosses that spawn. And while we got the chance, get more again. Poof. And get a head out of it, so. Hey, that's +1 in weapons. I'm feeling really good right now. Until I remember that I have responsibilities again. Then I don't feel so good anymore. Oh my fucking god. Whatever. I don't care what he dies with. Just kill him with something. Anything. Is he still alive? No, he's dead. There. Good. That's why the jumping smash attack is actually a good idea. Because it possibly prevents them from getting cheap shots. The most they'll probably do if you jump, if you get hit, they'll just knock you on the ground. Which at that point, I mean, at least you don't get your head cut off. Alright. That's enough playing around. If I keep that up, I'm dead. Just in case. Yeah, he's done for. Okay. God damn. Next. Also, can do this as well. Just because. And why not? Get the extra bar of stuff. Yeah, I'm up. Oh, I forgot about that little last finisher. Alright. I don't think that's a good place to wipe your hands off there, Rick. Not after where you stuck him. Like I said, I'm a little bit miffed that I had to reset the stream completely because OBS fucked up, but hey, that's a new fuck up for the streams though. At first with BioShock, again, it was the whole 2K coming up, telling me that my internet was off. Then it was Last of Us having like the OBS reconnecting, disconnecting type thing, which I think happened in BioShock anyway, but Last of Us I think was primarily just mainly that issue. And now it just straight up was just OBS just being like, I'm not going to disconnect, I'm just going to not work at all. Okay. Even though the audio works, just the video stopped. There seems to be like a somewhat slightly new thing every single time we do a stream. Well, for a game. Every game has an issue. Yeah, I missed. There we go. Perfect. Okay, here we go. The bridge section. Make sure you attack the Aegis first. Specifically her. When she's gone, then... I don't know why I've always called it a her. I don't really think it... I don't think it has a gender anyway, but... it works. There really is no other female-type monsters in this game besides, like, the Jennifer-esque looking creatures. Oops. He was already dead. Now he's dead for sure, and we should be good to go. Nope. Now we are. Okay. Yeah, this place sucks because you're just... the bridge is constantly falling down, so you gotta watch out for that. And nothing to avoid. And a slightly 2D section, but also not really. But there's going to be frog monsters. And I believe a picture back here. Probably not. Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know, I don't remember. Maybe there was, I just most likely picked it up. But yeah, this is... to be fair, I mean, I like the 2D sections, even though they are kind of a little bit janky. But I do feel like this works pretty well for that, too. Like an actual, like, completely full-on 3D, but 2D fixed camera view. Honestly, to be fair, I think Splatterhouse would have worked pretty well with this, with a fixed camera. Now I think about it. 'Cause I feel like a lot of 7th gen hack and slash or beat 'em up type stuff just could have used it. I say a lot, but I can only think of like one, maybe a couple. Like Metal Gear Rising's fine. There's nothing really to inherently look at. But I think it works. Like I've always been okay with fixed cameras. I like Devil May Cry, I like Resident Evil, I like God of War, you know. I don't know, because it's weird. Like I'm the type that, you know, I'm here to learn the game's mechanics. I'm not really much for the art direction of games a lot of the time. And depending on the game in question, the story either. But it really all depends on stuff. Like God of War, you know, I've always had... like, that's one of the ones that, you know, I can say... even with the fixed camera, I still like the art direction. I still like the story. And even that has fixed camera. Well, then again, fixed camera usually is a thing that kind of forces players to look at what you have. You're forced to see what the dev wants you to see. So if they really want to show off their game, that would be not a bad idea sometimes. But I don't feel like every game should have it. I just feel like camera doesn't really add much, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. We should probably just berserk now while they knock me on my ass. And then just start doing this. But get close, too. You want to make sure you actually hurt them. I don't know why the spikes are even here to begin with. Not the ones from the ground, but the only ones you can knock them into. Because you can't really technically do that. Alright, we fucked up. Fucked up bad. I mean, I could get lucky. Like, something like that could happen. Ugh. This game sometimes, man. Yes, I still love it, but sometimes it just does things that just ultimately pisses me off. There. He's practically dead. There you go. And that's it for this one. Should be it for this chapter, actually. And we're right spanking at the end of the game. Final boss is right in that room. And then depending on how, like, okay, if things go well tonight, I may even stream it again tonight, depending on how things go. Outside of the realm of doing stuff. By tonight, I mean, like, maybe 10, 11 type thing, maybe. Start up Pikmin. If I'm not super tired, or whatever. There's a lot of factors at play. So we'll see, won't we? After this, I gotta get some things done. Possible shopping shit, so... I don't want to do it, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Also, a 16-minute stream is just nothing. To be fair, this will be, this part 2 would definitely be probably most likely a 20-minute. Give or take 25. I think 25 would probably be it. Alright, on to the last chapter, The Devilman Flesh. It's funny, I was reading my Hardcorean, because I like to write out specific things in the playlist, like, oh, this game's cool, or whatever. And I said, like, I recommend this to newcomers and fans alike. I was talking about, like, how the game can cheap you out of things and what have you. Which it can. It totally can. Now, these two asswipes just do that. Okay, here comes the annoying part. Trying to make sure that I am able to build up enough Necro so I can do the Splatter Smash and Slash, if need be. This will help out a ton, actually. Believe it or not. Because I now have a weapon. Kind of. For a bit. But it works. Because regardless of what weapon it is, it should kill these guys within like 1, maybe 2 smashes. Especially the small fry. And if I could just get them to aggro, that would be nice. So, protecting Jin, it is hard and not at the same time. Because if these guys swarm up on you, it makes it much difficult. That's why you have to kind of... Well, that's why I'm doing this trick. Where I'm just kind of punching and aiming at different people. If they start to get close to Jin, then just go for either Berserk kills or Splatter kills. Well, not Splatter kills, but the... You know what I mean, the power thing. Splatter Smash. Which I could probably do right now. Just line him up a bit. That was a good shot, though, too, actually. Holy shit. I forget how I did this for no damage. I'm going to have to watch my playthrough again. Because if we end up doing the no damage run one, because that's part of Gen 2, I'm going to have to remember how to do all that. I'm doing pretty okay for now, actually. I think I've kind of gotten this a lot better. I've gotten a lot better this part. Good thing he's almost dead, so... Alright, before we get too far, let's just A couple more upgrades for the fuck of it, because why not? Basically, as in if I decide to go do some arena stuff, I can just have this save file ready for that. But I don't know if I'm going to. It'd just be a super casual thing, like just playing it on the side. Probably won't stream it necessarily. I think we have to kill everybody now. And by the way, this is, once again, the splatter kills are real time. So if you're going to be doing the full-on killing, I'm pretty sure you have to watch out for these little turds jumping in. That should be pretty much almost everybody. For one little dork that I can't seem to get rid of. There he goes. He's dead. Alright, that's it. Rest is QTEs, and then we're done. So, fairly easy enough final boss. It does kind of suck that it is the way it is. I wish it was a bit more like the other bosses in the game, but well, it makes for an easy finish of the game regardless, so I guess that's neat. And that's about it. That's all she wrote. Because we don't have to play any more of the game. And let's wait for that brutal achievement to pop out and make sure I got it too. But I think I have to sit to the credits for that to happen. No, there it is. Dreams of the Dead, which I want to say, I think it's the case. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if this shows anything or not. It just shows my name. But, achievable wise, let's take a look. See. Complete the game on brutal. Dreams of the Dead. That's it. I did it. Alright, cool. So that'll be the end of this. That's the stream for this. Let's talk about what I think about the game overall. I still think it's pretty good. It's janky as hell in a lot of places, but when you kind of understand the game, it becomes a lot easier to get around that problem. Still recommend it for just beat 'em up fans. I think it's pretty good. Weapons are something you should be focusing on, of course. Back then, for the brutal difficulty itself, I gave this game a 3 out of 10. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think this is a 3 out of 10. I think that this game is actually a lot easier on brutal than BioShock and Last of Us. I think those two games are just slightly a smidge harder than this game. So I think that's an unfair thing. I won't change it, but that's just one of those, you know, now that I played it again, I think I was kind of wrong about that being slightly harder than BioShock. That's a little ridiculous. Because this game, if the game janks you out, yeah, that does suck because it can't do that. But once you get it, it's like, oh, okay, I can just cheese the game out too. So yeah, it works. Your splatter stuff works perfectly. Spider siphon, smash, slash, all that stuff. Other than that, not very hard. But brutal, no damage, or brutal, no upgrade. I would argue is probably a little harder. I'm pretty sure I gave it a harder or higher difficulty on that one when I did it. But yep. So for those that are curious, what's next out of Gen 1, which are 17 games out of Gen 1 for now. Next up will be Pikmin No Death Run. So how am I going to do it? Well, I have ideas, and I'm pretty sure the main idea right now is I'm just going to play the game. That's it. We're not going to do a no death run because I wasn't the one that did it, okay? So I have all obligation to either skip it completely, which if I did skip it, Transformers Devastation would be next, which is awesome. Looking forward to that. And then Metal Gear Rising, awesome. Looking forward to that. Then Batman Arkham Asylum, which decent game still, but I've played it a bit too much. I'm not really feeling it, but hey, you know, we got to do, if we're doing them in order, that's next. And then Kingdom Hearts, of all things, I'm kind of a little bit worried about because it's going to take a few more streams to finish. But then we finally get to God of War, then back to Bioshock with Bioshock 2, and then starting Bayonetta, and then back to Pikmin 2. And then, of course, Ninja Gaiden, Master Ninja on Ninja Gaiden Sigma. Then Bioshock Infinite. Little break with Luigi's Mansion. Then Resident Evil 4, Professional, the OG game. And then Lollipop Chainsaw, and that ends all of Gen 1 for hardcore stuff. But right now, yeah, like I said, Pikmin is next. It shouldn't take me too long, but it is mostly blind, by the way. That's the problem. How about this? If I don't finish it, then I just simply don't finish it. That's it. We'll play it casually if it doesn't go anywhere, if I don't like it, or if I don't want to do it anymore, or whatever. We'll just say, all right, that's it. We'll just move on to Transformers. But I will hopefully try to give that one a shot and see how far we get. But anyway, that's it for this. So take care, everybody.